What's up, guys? Hayden here, my boy Hayden. What you do today, Hayden?
I played Bunny the Best once again.
And you
I did it
top.
again. Yeah, I did it again.
We take
This time no
those.
Eldritch cuts. This cuts suck. This cut's actually good. So the standard 2 tour guide, 3 lino.
Not man enough to go down to 1 yet.
No. Because you don't want to lose if you just like mill it. If you play 2, most of the time you won't draw it. Like if you play 3, the odds of you drawing it's gonna be pretty high, and you'd rather draw a lino. If this gets hand trapped, it feels worse because like you lose a card because you lose a BA.
But when you mill it, you're
but it's also good in your field because you can like summon it and then like summon Graph and then summon Scarm and like float. So like, if this card gets stopped, you just lose. Whereas this card, like you can maybe like float it out or something. Also makes your mills just better, which is really important. If your deck can't see Graph, see your Graph, you just lose. See your Graph. I play 3 of each. Some people play 2 of this card. I don't understand.
I was gonna say I saw people cutting that too because they don't want to mill it.
Like,
but if you mill it, you still have 2 in deck. Just don't use the effect.
Exactly. Also, even if you do like, it sucks that sometimes like you draw like Seal Graph and you like won't be able to make Beatrice with just those 2 cards, which feels wrong. But if you play Gravity Control, which I do,
you draw the best cards and it doesn't do the combo. Like what?
I play Gravity Control, so I make this card because I don't want to not play 3 of this card. This card's just too good not to play. Like even just normal summon it, going second, like normal it, summon a BA, make Dante attack. If they like out it, you just like affect someone in the back, Zeus them.
Oh yeah, that's kind of strong.
That happened a lot today. 3 Scum. Even if you like special this card, it's fine because you can add it off of back of the BA. If you have a different BA, just something to make Beatrice. And then when you pitch it with the Unicorn, you can send this, so it's fun. Or when you detach off the Beatrice, you detach Dante, so you switch this card. You add this card back and then pitch it. Those are the only 3 ofs.
All the rest of the BA is not good enough to be 3 ofs.
It's like 2 Flyfa. Because like the card's only good going second, really. It doesn't really do anything going first. It's also only ever want to see 1 because it doesn't do anything turn 1. It is nice if you put it under your Beatrice, which is nice, but it's.
Typically, you don't get to do that though, because you're like bringing the Dante back with Seer, right?
You have to make IP Dante. IP features. That's the normal play now. I'll get to that in a minute. 1 Libic, 1 Barbar, 1 Alec, 1 Calcat, 1 Rubik.
You Barbar in time today?
I didn't Barbar in time. I Barbar to help to like win. So that like.
But what about the Rubik? That seems like not a lot of lists play. Is it just because it's a name, or does the tuner come up?
It's just a name. I was gonna play 2 Barbar because Barbar can banish like the multiple BAs, but Barbar can't banish Barbar, a different Barbar, so it's not like.
Oh.
So if you mill 2 Barbar, it just sucks. You can't do anything.
Oh, are you playing the big guy?
I'm playing the boy.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, this card is insane. Libic's like also the best one. Calcat matters for Flundo, because you can like bounce the card in the face. Because Snow's kind of bad against the deck.
Yeah.
And then Alec, this card's really good against Flundo because it'll normal summon Babina.
Oh, then you chain it, you send, and you can negate.
It's actually like really good against Flundo.
Yeah. Typically that card can't be used in response to 1, but that you're not negating the Robina, but you do get to stop the Eaglin, so it's still like Value City.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's really important when you're playing BA. Like this deck is better than your opponent if you're better than your opponent. If that makes sense. Like you beat them if you're just better than them.
You have to know what their deck does, know how to interact.
You have to know everything that their deck does, and also how your bunny this card interact with theirs. Like this card's insane. Fluff is also really good because you can banish the token.
Oh yeah, for
so they like right over Misia, you're like, okay, banish it.
Get out of here.
And then Griffin can't beat up a BH, so it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Then it's just Link fodder, Synchro fodder, or something.
You can play if you play Rubik, you can play like Hulk and Selene, and I don't play enough spells, so like I can't play Selene, but that's cool.
You maybe could if they have the spells, I guess.
Yeah, like, if you want to, you can play it, but like I don't think it's necessarily.
Yeah.
You actually it's really tight. The non-engine BA cards.
Why just play 2 so you don't draw it and multiples are like mill
The
it?
best bunny, the best cards are the non-bunny, the best monsters, as I say it. And these are the best ones. This card you send off Beaches every time, basically.
Yeah.
This card, you only play 2 because you don't really ever want to mill multiples of it. And you don't ever want to draw multiples. Like you can draw 1 and it's fine. Most of the time it's like fine. But if you draw 2, it just sucks.
And in like the hypothetical where you resolve 1, if there's only 1 other one in your deck, you can never mill 2 and lose 2.
You only realistically need 1. Once you summon this card, you just shouldn't lose the game.
Do you play the card to search it?
No, Okashindo.
I'm in Chaos Space.
No.
That doesn't search it, does it?
It does.
It does? Yeah.
I was theorying with that card, but that card's kind of like, it makes your hands kind of clunky.
Yeah, you got discard light, so you'd have to be playing like all the light hand traps and.
Well, I am. But yeah, these both really good together because you chain this, chain snow. You should know that card.
Yeah.
Just because best player, best monster. 3 Ash, 3 Vela, 2 Ogre, 1 Lancia, triple Impalm. So the idea is that Ash just like beats a lot of the win cards that you just like lose to, like the Dio Servant,
Fusion Destiny, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. They're just happy to. So that's why I chose Pyro has playing 3. Whereas I love the 2 of this because it's only really good against very niche decks and against the Brave Engine. And I played 2-1 Lancia. First off, for different names for Hydrolander. Drawing multiple Ogre sucks as well. But the main reason is that you can activate Lancia, and then they can't really get to like. They can't really. They can't activate the Enchantress, so they can't really play, and then you have Ogre for something else if you need to. It's just a differentiator, so if you draw multiples, it's not bad.
Is there a world where you'd consider playing like not the 3 ofs? Like, could you play like I forget the other one's name, but Moonlit Chill?
Yeah.
Or like Bells and only play like 1 of, so that.
I think I just played 3 Veil and 3. Like if we play a bunch of hand traps, you want to draw. Like if you draw, the idea is like you want to draw like 2 BAs and like 3 engine cards, or like 3 BAs, 2 engine cards, because you'll be able to like book them with Snow and then also make Unicorn with IP, which is really important. So you just need to like draw a bunch of hand traps. If you draw like multiple hand traps, you only get 1 effect. If you draw like 3 Ash, you can only activate 1 Ash.
Yeah.
So you don't have 3 spell cards. So whereas these, you can activate multiple of them, so it's insane. Also, this card's going to go in second. Implements.
Yeah, good as a 6th too.
And you can mill off of Hydrolander, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't? It's only monsters?
It's only monsters.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is this deck 40 by the way?
It's 40. It's always 40. Always 40. 3 droplets. Especially in this deck, 'cause you want to mill like the good cards in your deck. 3 droplets. This card was insane today. Oh my god, it was insane today. I activated. My opponent had monsters of 3 monsters. 2 of the Tenyi Seekers, and then Baron, I think. And I droplets. Sent Grath, Seal, Libic.
Oh, jeez.
Won the game. Weird.
Jeez.
Yeah, pretty good. Normal some Torguide after that.
You basically didn't discard.
Yeah, that's the reason. Like, cause even if you go first, it's like chalice where you can set it. Like you can like book a card, negate a card, and then like a 5 card. That happened once where I negated a Griffin and then sent 5 for Banshee token, and that was like insane.
You also like technically right with a droplet send something like your Snow and then get to use Snow again.
Yeah, like
that ever
like,
come up?
It gives you more like also like you can play more hand traps out of this, but like you need more defensive cards because your deck is like really low impact. You're playing a deck very similar to like Zodiac, where like instead of 1 Zoo, you need like 2 BAs, but then it's just like hand traps and whatnot.
The fact that you can crack a board with droplet and then Zeus them too is real nice.
Yeah, that's what the BA cards are so good because you can go second really. You can summon Seal, summon the BA, Dante attack, do the thing, and then one Foolish. Basically upstart in my deck, but like better.
You can send Graph for Seer, so it's like an extender, but also set up
better
Snow.
now because before, now it sends Snow too. So you can draw 2 BAs in this, and you get to play around like Ash in your opponent's turn, so it's really nice.
And then like your Beatrice is still another interruption, so it's like you change the Foolish in hand for a quick play Foolish on their turn.
Against Prank Kids, I like Foolish, some Snow, and then I 5-foot off the Beatrice, his token off of his wave, and then
So the game was over.
And then I sent and then I IP'd him Unicorn. Dante, 2 Dantes. You only need 2.
I don't know if I'm coming out tonight.
This feels like Mirage style back in the day, where like you only need 2 if you're like understanding how to grind properly. Like if you just throw away Dante's, you should probably play 3. But like most of the time you go to Dante, put back Dante, and you have enough resources where it doesn't matter. 1 Fortune Tune for Zeus. 1 Break Sword, the pop cards to summon Zeus. Overlay to make Zeus. Cards basically Zeus, but like better. Greatest XZ monster of all time. Double Zeus. We technically play 3 copies of Zeus, is how I look at it. Or 3 copies of Beatrice, is how I look at it.
I was kind of interested in the amount of Zeus you played. I think when I played this deck, I used to play 3 Zeus when I played on Dueling Book, but I don't know if that was like actually correct.
I'm playing 2 now because like you just like you make 1 with Dante and then you make 1 off the Dante that like came back with Downer. So you need to like end up having 2 actually. And then onto Link Monsters, 1 Gravity Controller. This is the card that like if you draw Seer, it's not a break, which I think is really important.
So you normal Seer, special a BA, make Dante,
Mill 3,
do it in the extra monster zone, right?
Yeah, extra monster zone. Mill 3, it's not the Seer. Mill 3, if you hit Scarn, perfect, if not, whatever. And then you just Gravity Controller this.
And then
Seer,
Seer
Dante.
brings Dante, Dante adds, yeah. So you give up the IP if you draw Seer, but
Yeah.
you still get Beatrice, which is still the better interruption.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you hit graph and you can like special Skyrim and then like link those two off to make IP. Like it's just like, and then one IP. This is the greatest card in the extra deck. One of them.
So I've seen builds that play the Anaconda now over that. Maybe not over it, but in tandem with it. I feel like you don't want it because of the milling, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't want for the million. Like I saw people play like they'll play like one Fusion Destiny. It's like if I'm gonna cut the best card of my deck to one, of like in Yu-Gi-Oh to one, I'm not gonna play the card. Like if it's gonna not synergize with my deck, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah.
Same with the Brave cards. The Brave cards are nice, but like I just don't like the breaks in it, and I just want to like I want my deck to streamline. I want my deck to just like make Beatrice 4 hand traps. I beat them.
yeah, win the game.
Yeah. You don't need to simplify. You just need a bunch of hand traps. This format. Yeah. 2 IP. Oh, 1 IP. 1 Cherubini.
Do you play this card?
Yeah.
What situations does it come up?
Then they go in second to make like unicorn and or making like getting the access code is really important.
So it's kind of just for link climbing?
Yeah, you make this if you go first, like against going first, and then you make this if you're going second, kind of.
It's kind of weird to think of Cherubini as a going second card, but it makes
It's not just
sense
to
when
win.
you
It's not
say
like
it.
just to win the game card, and
Yeah. Usually it's facilitate combo,
I don't
but
play
now it's just like,
Appaloosa. Yeah, I don't play Appaloosa. You can maybe cut this for Appaloosa. I never saw this card today, but it was good in theory.
yeah, hypothetically.
Because this is nice against. Because the biggest problem is sometimes you draw too many only BAs, and this helps you draw. You can like do plays with this because you can like Cherubini, Dante, and a BA with a Seer underneath the Dante. Make Appaloosa bring back Dante Seer. Like you can do that, but like mainly I use it for going second card, so that's nice. Phoenix and Unicorn.
I like how this deck always gets to like co-link those.
Yeah, you do a lot. It comes up a lot. I don't want access code. Once again, I've never played Bowl Sword.
I feel like you wouldn't in this deck, right? Like,
Yeah, you wouldn't, but like every other deck you know me, I play Dragon Link. I don't play Bowl Sword. That card never comes up. I just make access code every game. I don't know if people do it.
I get that hypothetically Boral Sword could do more damage, but
If your deck
destroying
loses to Mirror Force, it sucks.
Yeah.
This card can't lose to Mirror Force hypothetically because you can like pop on the back row. Like it's way better. Yeah, and then the Pilgrim. I
Beatrice.
summoned this card twice today.
Was it off suiciding your Beatrice or because they killed
They
it?
killed it. It was insane. They did it. I won. I like did it, and I'm like effect Sears and back Dante. Draw a card. Doing the drop.
I love
works.
when you get to summon that card. I wish there was a more like efficient way to do it in the deck. It would be so cool.
Unfortunately,
Let's play the poly.
And then these, like this comes up because this. Snow matters because it's like disruption every turn. So like you dump first off snow, and then off the beaches again you can dump like Fifa. Whereas in the regular deck you just dump Fifa before snow came out. You like just dump Fifa, or before snow came back you just dump Fifa.
Yeah.
And then like you Fifa them, and then you have to get rid of your Beatrice, which is like the best card to stay on board because it like something that card's really hard to now. You have to have like unicorn and like add extra effects out it. So.
And then you also get these second snow, which is real strong
Yeah,
if you
you
link
get the
away
book
with
which
it.
protects this card. It's like the perfect. Like the attack, you book it, then you summon another monster, you unicorn it. It's just perfect.
And then snow's live again.
Yeah, and then next time you summon Tour Guide, and then you make access to kill them. It's not kill you, but good boy. Okay. Shout out my friends. Shout out Yusei for not single summoning this game. 2 Zombie World and 1 Banshee. This matchup against Thunderies is like 1090 in their favor.
Oh,
That deck is
jeez.
unplayable unless you go first and you draw like Hydrolander. You can,
This is the wrong locals to play this deck then.
if you draw droplets, you can also beat the deck. Not too bad. But like this is really nice because you jump off a Beatrice, get this, and if you draw it, you can just choose not to get it. Or if you draw both, if you like mill one, you can banish this, set this, and keep its card in your hand for a free discard.
Also, you could summon it to protect it.
Yeah, exactly. One last. I put one in the main. I wanted another one. My side deck. 1 token collector. You can send this card off of. This also comes up sometimes against Beanie. Like you'll make sometimes you wanna send this card. So you you'll
Oh,
make
so
Beanie.
Phoenix Rhino, dump that?
Yeah, you'll make Beanie and then you'll make you'll like Dante, and then you make Beatrice. So that way you can dump this off of this.
Yeah.
And then you can send Snow off of this. So you have 2 disruptions.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it comes up.
Alright, so do you have any?
Yeah, also you can mill it, so like might as well just play one.
Why you only want one though? Just to like access it through that, but you don't want to draw the card often, or
You don't really want to. Like, it's nice if you draw it, but like you're playing other hand chips that make it like obsolete, kind of. You're playing so many hand chips that like you don't really need it. It's just nice to have as like extra.
Yeah, because you can search it.
It's for certain matchups. This is for tribute decks, and then this is for like
Token deck.
token decks. Your combo. The big combo.
What year is this?
Yeah.
Tribute decks and token decks. Sounds like we're talking about 2004.
I hate this format, by the way. 2 lightning storm, 3 twin, and 1 duster.
How do you feel about the lightning storm? That seems like a weird pick to me.
The card was good today. You just like you usually need a good card you can side against backer decks. Right, also it's good against Thunder. You can activate it against Thunder and it's like kind of nice. Because you can hit the monster on the back, but it's nice against mid-range decks, against like Sword Soul and whatnot.
I've had a huge hard on for Twin Twister recently. That card's
this guy's
crazy.
so good.
A lot of people are playing Prank and Flunder at our locals, and I think Twin is like the perfect card to overlap for those matchups.
I did the greatest play ever today. I twin twisted pitched Calcab, bounced it back.
Yo!
Let's go.
That's dirty.
Greatest bunny the best player. 3's Scrat of Sanctum.
You ever mill the Scythe and then want to just off yourself?
No.
That's good.
Every game I also put Lancian like an extra.
So if you do, it's not the end of the world.
But I also already main 1, so like a lot of decks just also banish. I never milled this card. It was fine. Yeah. This card comes up because you can like this with snow. You just kill them next turn, so it doesn't really matter.
And Snow forces it too.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the Call by the Grave, if this comes in your grave, you change Snow and get rid of it. I played one Call by the Grave today because I activated Ash. He goes Chain Call by, and I go Chain Snow, banish to Ash. That you talking about?
Win the game.
It was insane.
And then still book a guy like, thank you for playing.
Yeah, it's just you just have to be better than your opponent when you play BA. Like understand the matchup, like the times where like your cards are gonna like outvalue your opponent. That's just what you do.
Any final thoughts on the deck?
Deck's decent, as long as you don't play against Flundo.
All right, bet. Well, thank you for the profile. Appreciate you.